I'm happy and I'm not rich. I'm happy and I am not rich. I'm happy and I don't live in a mansion. I'm happy and I do not own a Tesla. I am 18 and successful. If you are not happy, you are not successful. If you are not happy, you are not successful. Those $1,000,000 does not mean you're successful. Those designer clothes does not mean you're successful. That yacht does not mean you're successful. If you are not happy, you are not successful. We have to change the meaning of the word success. We need to redefine it as happiness. We need to realize that if we aren't doing everything in our power to make ourselves happy, we are failing ourselves. We need to realize that if we need other people or things in order for us to feel happy, we are failing ourselves. We need to realize that happiness is a need. It's not a want. It's a need. We have to understand that thinking differently is okay. I understand we were all taught to think that success was the money, the cars, the expensive things, the big house. But we have to go within ourselves and understand that that's not right. Because most of those successful people aren't happy because they have the wrong idea. They don't understand the real true meaning of success, which is happiness. They are not successful, they are just unhappy. Unhappy people with money. And if you choose to be unhappy just because the money is there, you are failing yourself. If you choose money over happiness, you are failing yourself. I choose happiness over money any day. Any day, because it feels great. If you are not living for you, you are failing yourself. You're the only one who knows you more than anybody else. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You know what's good for you. You know what's bad for you. You know what makes you happy and you know what makes you unhappy. You have to be strong enough to cut people and habits out of your life. Those people that are making you unhappy when you're around them, when you speak to them, those people that you aren't able to be your true selves around, you need to cut them off immediately. Because if you aren't able to be your true self around the people that you care about, around the people that you love, those shouldn't be the people you're around. Because they should love you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. And you love them so much, you change your entire self to be that person that they want you to be. Can't do that. You cannot continue those bad habits. They give you that temporary happiness. See, temporary happiness is very dangerous because most people can't tell the difference. It's a blurry line between true happiness and temporary happiness. People say, oh yeah, I'm happy. Oh yeah, this thing makes me happy. Oh yeah, they make me happy. But then you don't tell the majority of the time when you're not happy about them or this thing. Stop the temporary happiness. Start understanding what true happiness is and start doing things that make you feel that. It's time for us to redefine the word success. This is the time and the generation to change the world. To be kind, to be loving, to be passionate, towards yourself and others. This is the time and the generation to finally start loving themselves. Understanding that you're all you need. Truly need. We need to understand the difference between a need and a want. Your body needs food. You want chocolate, candy. Your body doesn't need that. Your body needs water. You want soda, alcohol. Your body needs true happiness. You want temporary happiness, money, bad habits, toxic relationships. You don't need that. You just want that because you think it's happiness, because you think it's love. You know, that word gets thrown around so many times. Love. No, that isn't love. That's you being manipulated. That's you changing your entire self without you even realizing it. And then once you're finally free, you know that feeling when you feel so free. It's because you've been locked down somewhere. You've been trapped somewhere. You aren't able to be yourself. So once you're released from that thing, you feel free. You feel like you can do anything that you want to do. You know, it's crazy how many of those rich, top celebrity type people are so unhappy. You know, and then when some of them, you know, commit suicide or you know, show some sign of unhappiness, we go, what? They had all this money, they had all this fame, all the cool cars, all the expensive stuff that I always wanted. Not needed, wanted. We go, what? Why would they do that? I would never give all that up. They were unhappy. They weren't able to be educated and told that all that stuff isn't success. You know? They were doing things that weren't making them happy because of the money. You know, they've been brainwashed to say that, oh, you need to do this, this, and that because you need the money and this, and that. You got to do this to stay on top of the game. You got to be famous. Hey, this person may pass you. You know, and those people that were buying them, they're part of the problem because they were pushing them. You know, I'm pretty sure they told them, hey, I don't really want to do this, you know, and they're like, oh, well, this, and that. And they're like, oh, okay. Then they just did it to get them off their back. But that was putting them deeper and deeper and deeper in unhappiness till it got to that point where they just, you know, couldn't take it anymore. You know, we were so used to seeing a side of some celebrities where they were just happy and, you know, joking around, and we were like, oh, they must be living their best life, but behind the scenes, my God, we don't even know the half of it. The half of what they were going through. You know, and that should show you, you know, that's not right. You know, we've been given many examples to show that we need to be happy. It's good for our body. It's good for our soul. It's good for other people around us. You know, it's so much easier to connect to people, to talk to people when you're happy. Because you're not judging others, looking for different things, being negative. You're spreading positivity. You're bringing their vibration up. You're bringing their, you know, happiness up. You're giving them that, ooh, you know, I like this feeling. You know, they like that feeling. They're like, I want to feel like this all the time. You know, and that helps others to help others, you know? So everyone can be happy. You know, it's sad that if it's not a trend or the number one thing, other people won't do it. You know, there's a lot of followers in the world, you know, which is okay in certain areas. It's okay to, you know, follow the wave, you know, sometimes. That's fine, but if you aren't your true self 100% of that time, you're failing yourself. If you haven't started that journey on loving yourself, you're failing yourself. You know, you need to understand that you have to take time to yourself and just you. You know, no other people, just you, and actually find out who you are, what you want to do, what makes you happy, what makes you unhappy. You know, you can't be afraid of getting rid of those people who's been in your life for so long. Just because they've been in your life for so long doesn't mean you have to keep them around. They're toxic. You shouldn't have to fight with yourself on making decisions about keeping them around or not. You shouldn't have to cut them off, then bring them back, then cut them off. People have to start learning how to keep the same energy. You cannot switch up 5 million times. It's not okay. It's driving you lower and lower into unhappiness. You know, I don't understand how people don't see that. And then you also have to understand that patience is key. You have to understand that you are so young, no matter what age you are. You know, that age thing is crazy to me, how some people define you by your age. You know, I am not defined by my age. My age does not tell who I am as a person. If I say I'm 18, what does that mean? Am I supposed to be immature? Am I supposed to be thinking about my future? Am I supposed to be going to college? You know, am I, supposed to be moving out of my house? My parents' house? You know, am I supposed to be going to buy my new car? I don't. If you're 64, are you supposed to be retiring? Is that the age, for retiring? No. If you're 64, you can go and start a whole new business and live for 30 more years. 40 more years. You know, it's crazy, this age time thing. It's a delusion, it's a manipulation to make people think certain things. You know, we always have to put a label and title on things because people don't like things they don't understand. And I don't understand that. That's why I dislike labels and titles. The only label or title I stand by is I'm Terrell Tobert. Put that label on me all day. If you aren't confident in yourself, confidence, I mean, my God, it's everything. It's everything you need to have. It's attractive, it's attention, it's like, I don't know, it's no words for it, and that's what it is. You need that. If you don't have confidence, you just, and it's okay if you don't have it right now. If you're working on it, getting there, still finding out yourself, that's fine. Once again, patience. It's gonna take time for everybody and anything. It's really, the experience never ends because there's new things happening each day. It never ends. That learning process never ends. That journey never ends. You fall in love with the process. You don't worry about the end, the result. There's no end. There's no result. It's the process. That's the journey. That's the end. That's the beginning. That's what it is. It's the in-between. We don't watch a movie. We don't just watch the beginning then watch the end. No, we watch the beginning. We see everything that happens in the middle, and then it's the end. It's literally like the Wiggly. You know, that's what when we get high, when we get low, when we get sad, when we get happy, when we get excited. Edge of our seat is during the middle. The middle is when it's all happening. The roller coaster. You know, love the process. But if you are not happy, you are not successful. If you are not happy, you are not successful. I really want to teach the younger generation that, you know, so they can teach that next generation. It can be the blueprint, the key. Cause some people understand that, you know. Some people understand that happiness, you know, is success. You know, they strive to be happy. They spread positivity. But the majority, they don't see it because everybody else isn't doing it. Learn to stand by yourself sometimes. Learn to do things for you all the time. You know? But in the day, be happy. That's the be happy, be kind, be empathetic, spread positivity. But if you want to be successful, you gotta be happy. Gotta be happy. With your boy. I'm trying to come right here with your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. I am happy and I'm not rich. I'm happy and I'm happy. What am I doing? Hold on, no.